Hello, this is Carolyn with Carolyn's Paper Therapy, and I'm back to do the tutorial for the Super Simples number 3 that will be on this page here in our Simple Things journal. We've done Super Simples 1 and 2 and these last 5 pages on other tutorials. And now I'm ready to do the Super Simples 3. I have printed out all the pieces and parts and have inked the edges for the most part. And there are lots of parts to this, so I haven't planned out every detail on the embellishments and exactly how they'll go. But I may have to stop and start the video to make a plan and then come back and do it for you. But let's get started today. What I've done on this page, because my next section on Simple Things is books, reading and writing as our third simple thing that we'll focus on in the next section. So I've used a page out of an old dictionary which was last published in 1976, which amazingly to me is almost 50 years ago. So it's like an antique. My husband used it a lot. It's a great big fat dictionary, and he used it a lot, and so I'm just going to start using pages out of it because we don't really need dictionaries anymore. We can go online and look things up. So I wanted the background for this Super Simples 3 to be a book page. So I measured it and cut it out and glued it on here. So I'm going to move this out. Well, let me show you. This is going to be the background, so what we'll be doing is building a whole section right in here of pockets and pieces and items of ephemera, and then it will be glued down on this page. I think it coordinates well with the page across from it, which is always nice. This page I had made for writing. This one will have the Super Simples 3 with lots of flaps and flip outs and pockets for a really neat page. So I'm going to move the book out of the way and we'll just work on this part right here. I printed everything out on the kit on cardstock, with the exception of one piece, which was 2 strips like this, and they're printed on regular paper. Again, on the cardstock, I printed on the front and back. This is a real pale design on the back, but that way when we do our tags, we have something other than just stark white on the back. And then anything that I trimmed off, I saved the strips for stamping words and phrases on. So this is our first, the background is the first item. And the first thing that comes up is a pocket. And I took my round hole punch, and I think I still have it out here, and just punched a notch out there for to be able to pull the items out of the pocket. So we're going to glue this down on 3 sides and put it right at the bottom of this piece here. So we'll do that first. Okay, so that makes our little pocket. And the next pieces we have, let's see, there's a corner pocket that I'm going to place right here so we can have some small items right in there. So this will be glued on this side and this side. Our next items are two that look just like this. They have this flap, and then there's one for each side. And it will be folded in half, like so. And I inked it. This will flip out. This will be mounted on here, like so, and will flip out. So we want both sides to look nice. So this will be glued down, glued to itself, and then glued onto the side of this. So I'll do that next. And if you end up with any excess where you folded it in half, maybe one side shows a little bit or something, you can either trim it off or come back with your inker and just ink that so it doesn't stand out with the white edge. Okay, so the glue for this will go right on this flap. Line this up with the very bottom, and it's okay if there's a slight gap so that it will fold over nice and flat, and press that down. It makes like a little door. See, there's a gap here. That's okay, because you don't want it to be so tight that it won't close flat. Okay, and now we'll do the other side. Again, if you have any little edges that show, you can trim them off or just ink it a little bit. So this one will go on the other side. You want to make sure you get them lined up evenly. Okay, got that much done. My plan is to put this ribbon underneath when I glue this down, and so this will tie shut. Now the Monarch Prints, Pink Monarch Prints designer used these circles mounted on here with twine back and forth, but I decided to use my pretty ribbon. And again, this will be across the page from this right here, and this is all neutral colors, so this will bring out the pretty pinks that are across the page from it. And I'll be adding that on there, the last thing before I glue this down. Okay. We have some tags and items that can go in this pocket right here. Let's use this one here, and we will mount one of these, glue one of these butterflies partially on there as a pull. But I think I want to put some lace on there first, so let me get my lace. So I'm gonna glue that lace right down this edge and let it stick over the edge just a little bit. And then I'll put glue on the bottom half of this butterfly circle. To make a pull for this tag. And that will slide right in that pocket like that. Pretty. Now I have one, this piece here, and I think she folded it up, but I had already cut it. So rather than fold it up, you can do yours, just don't cut it in two pieces, and you can fold it up to make a pocket. And so I'm just going to glue these together front to back around the edge to make a pocket to go inside this pocket. That slid around a little bit, so I want to stick this down in there and make sure that I haven't got glue where it doesn't belong. Here we go. So now we have this nice pocket that we can put whatever we want to in there. I'm going to use this tag right here, but I will hopefully, like I said, I'll let my glue slip around a little bit. Let me see if I can open this up. Okay, there we go. So that tag will go down in there. First thing I want to do though is decorate this just a little bit. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Okay, we have lots of words and things that we can use. I'll choose a shorter one that will fit on here. How about enjoy the journey? And I think I'm going to use one of my little flowers on here just to give it some color. And enjoy the journey. I have some other lace. I don't think I'll use it. Okay, I'm going to glue this these roses down on there. I always try to have everything pre-planned, but this really had a lot of parts, and I just couldn't seem to get it all laid out ahead of time. When I stop this video, I'll work on planning the next parts of it. And I think on this tag, I'm gonna add just a little bit of words from that dictionary. And then I had this flower that I think I told you I couldn't find it before on the Super Simples too. And so I'm going to use it as a pull on here. Like that. So let me get this glued on here. And then this, I want to make sure that I put it up high enough that it doesn't come over this edge. So I'm going to glue it this part right here. that. There's also some little numbers in this kit, so I think I'll add a number on here. Okay. So this is going to go right down in this pocket. And then this pocket is going to go down into here. Okay, the next thing I thought I wanted to do on this is, because this paper was used on the page right across from this, I wanted to just fold it to make a little booklet to go down in there. So I think I will fold it this way first, and then this way, and then fold this back part in. And I'm going to take just a little piece of this paper and because this folds like that, I'm going to fix it like a little book. I'm going to put a hinge right on here. So I'll fold this in half. And just put a little hinge on this side. So this will open up into a little book to write in. And I'm gonna go off camera here for a little while because my battery is low on my my battery's low. I hope it's been recording this. But I'm going to ink all around this and maybe put something else on it and stick it right in this pocket here. So until I come back, I'll see you soon. Thanks. Okay, I'm hopefully back to finish up this Super Simples 3 for you today. I had to go get an oil change in my car and run some errands, so it gave me time to think a little bit. What I did on this, I told you I was going to make this little booklet, and I showed you how to fold it. I put the tab on there to kind of give the edge a binding. So it's just a little booklet that can be written in. And on the front, I just put a piece of coffee dyed cheesecloth, and I had this little postcard from my stash that I put on here just to add a little color, and then the words, your story. And this is just going to tuck back in behind this tag and pocket back here. Okay, so that part is finished. And the next thing we're going to do is this little pocket piece that goes one on each side. And you had in your kit, you had 2 strips on one page like this. You cut the 2 of them out, and I've already made one pocket, and I'll show you how to make one. First, you're going to want to fold it in half this way and glue it together. So we'll do that. Now the video that the lady from Pink Monarch Prints did, she just folded this and everything worked out perfect, but I did one and got it messed up. So I decided to measure for you so that you'll have success on the first try. What we're doing is making two pockets, two small pockets, and then folding down the cover. So in order to do that, you're going to want to fold up the first piece here 1.5 inches. So you want to have a ruler and measure that. One and a half inches. And what I did to fold it up even was just lay my ruler across those lines that I made and make the crease and then fold it up. So this will be your first pocket. So what you're going to want here is 5/8 of an inch. So what you want to do is measure from here 5/8 of an inch. Put your ruler down and fold it towards you. And erase your little lines so they don't show. And then fold this piece back at that crease. Okay, so you've measured 5/8 of an inch and folded it back. The next thing you want to do is fold this piece forward like this. So that will be 1 inch. So flip this over and measure up 1 inch. Lay your ruler down and fold that up. So that has made your second little pocket. Here's the first pocket, here's the second pocket. Now what's left, you want to fold it down to meet the bottom. And that makes our little pockets and cover. I know that's a little confusing, but I found it better to measure it than to have it come out wrong. Now I've inked all the edges on this one, so I will do this one right quick. Okay. So you'll have one of these on each side, on each little door. And I would say when you glue them down, they should be a little bit toward the outside more than centered. And when you glue them, you just want to do the very edges so that this forms a pocket up here too. Now, I think we first need to glue down these little pockets inside. So let's do that first. I don't remember her showing to do that, but that seems like what we should do. Now the thing that's going to go over this is going to be a hidden paper clip. So what you want to make sure is that your glue is very close to the edge so that there's room to slide this down inside. So let's put our glue very close to the edge. Okay, here's our flap. So you're going to glue these 3 sides very close to the edge. I'm placing this not all the way up to this edge, but a little closer to that edge than this edge, and a slight bit up from the bottom. So there's your little 3 pockets, 2 pockets, and then this is a pocket. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. I still don't know how anybody comes up with all this, but I think maybe the more that you do other people's designs and understand the folds and how to work with the paper, that you might be able to come up with your own ideas. Now we're going to glue down these 3 sides. And remember, very close to the edge. Up just a tiny bit and closer to the outside edge. Okay, so there's your 2 little pockets. Now, we want to make our hidden paper clips. And you had 2 pieces of paper like this. And so you're going to want to fold them in half and ink. And put your paper clip right in the center on both of them. Then you had 2 pieces of paper like this, and this will go over the top and be glued down like so. And this will be will hide the paper clip, and this will open up and clip down on your paper, and this back part will go down in that pocket. So you want to put some glue around this paper clip. And also put plenty of glue on this piece, especially where the paper clip will be. And then this will go down over the paper clip. Center it as best you can and press it down real good. You'll notice it's up just a little from this other, but that's for the top of the paper clip. Do the same thing on this one. Okay, so bring our book back, and hopefully you can open this up and it will slide right down in this pocket. Doesn't need to go all the way, just part way down. That holds your little booklet closed. Of course, I'm going to take them right back off because I want to put some tags in there. We have these little tags that'll fit down in the pockets. That's why I measured, because the first time I did them, they didn't fit. They just slide right down in the pocket. The larger ones will go in the front pockets. And then there's a couple of small ones that'll fit right down in that little pocket. Well, I guess it won't. There we go. And I thought I had one more. This ticket may be a little long. If it is, I'll just snip off the end of it. So there you've got your little pockets loaded with the tags for writing space. We may want to come back and decorate this. This slides right down over that to hold it closed. And then I think we need to decorate these little hidden paper clips somehow. Let's just use our circles for now, and then I think I'll come back and find a sticker of some kind to put on there. So we'll put our little circles on there. Take care to get your lines straight if you want them straight. We could actually cut this, which I think is what I'll do. It says make today beautiful, and we'll put half of it on one side and half of it on the other side. Okay. Now let's see what we might want to do on the front here, on these two sides. Our ribbon is going to come across here, so we want to put our decorations toward the bottom. I believe I'll put this down on this side. Butterfly doesn't totally fit, but we can cut off that little edge. I'm going to cut off that little piece of the wing that's sticking out. And we'll use this flower on this side. It's got our pretty pink on it. Have the words "this moment." Okay. The only other thing I wanted to do was put some words in here, and I think I'm going to use "It Is Well With My Soul." Actually, that will fit right there, so we'll do that. I have just a few things that I didn't use yet that I might figure out yet what to do with, but I think right here I'm gonna have to find something else to go on there. So I have this nice book of this box of little sayings and phrases, and a lot of them have florals on them, so let me see what I can find right quick. How about that? Passionate. I just need to ink around it. These particular words are like a little collage, and they're from G. Kerr's Words and Phrases. You can find her on Etsy under Happiness and Crafting, and download her files for these words and make your own little box. But I think that'll be pretty right there. Okay. I have a little postcard left. I think I'll just put it right in there. These other little things, I think I'll just let them pass. So we have our nice little hidden paper clip and our little pockets with some journal cards in there. Really cool. Very cool. What a nice design. Now we could put this butterfly up here, but I really don't think we need it. Maybe it'll go on the page somewhere else. So what I'm going to do now is glue this ribbon on the back, and I want to have it up here so that when I tie it, it doesn't interfere with this. So I'm just going to put just a little bead of glue across here, just enough to hold it in place. So that'll just hold that in place, and then I will glue it down on the book page. If I glue this down here a little bit, then I can use this butterfly right up here, which I think is exactly what I'll do. So let me put the glue on the back of this. So I'm putting this down toward the bottom of the page and center. Press it down real good. Tie my bow. to hold it closed. I love this ribbon. This is recycled silk. I ordered from a shop on Etsy, and it's all hand-dyed. She has lots of different colors, and I love these that are variegated because they always look beautiful on the page, and you can choose colors that coordinate. And then I save all these little pieces for background on when I'm layering things. So let's see. I think I'll put this butterfly right up here. That worked out perfect. And maybe one of my circles with a number. I don't really think it needs anything else. So there you go. There's our super simple number 3 completed. So thank you for watching today, and I'll be back in a few days to start on the next section, which will feature reading books and writing. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope I explained it so that you can figure out how to put this together. If you need any additional help, you can ask me questions or go over to Pink Monarch Prints and look up and search for her Super Simples number 3 on YouTube. Thank you, and have a good day.